I'm Lisa Joyner. Want to go deep inside the psyche of criminal minds? Then stay tuned for a little infanity. They're the sleuths with sex appeal.
Hey, baby, you look kind of hot.
You're making me blush.
The steamy men, the sultry ladies, and the new guy with a familiar face.
My first day on the job was like, Joe, it was such a wonderful thing.
We're tracking the clues and uncovering the truth, like who's really got a criminal mind.
I'm not the nerd you think I am.
Then, Paget takes us on a set tour that might be too revealing.
This is Arturo, the Chippendales dancer with 9 children. Yeah. You better turn that off. I'm already going to be fired.
See Joe Mantegna's pimped-out ride, and hear A.J. Cook's ultra-exclusive news.
I don't think the general public knows yet. There's going to be a lot of big things happening with JJ.
From the fans to the firearms to the unlucky unsubs.
What do you think? Am I a hot dead girl?
All will be revealed when inFANity profiles criminal minds.
This is TV, and this is reality.
Welcome to inFANity, television's ultimate fan guide from TV Guide Network, America's TV headquarters. Hi, everybody. I'm Lisa Joyner, and this time we're on the case of the CBS crime drama, Criminal Minds. They're the people that you call when you're trying to track down the scariest, the darkest, the most dangerous criminals in the country. They're also known as the BAU. Since its debut in September 2005, Criminal Minds has shocked and hooked viewers with its gritty crime dramas. The stories follow an elite team of profilers from the FBI's Behavioral Analysis Unit as they go deep inside the warped brains of some really twisted villains. And this season, the BAU is even stronger with one agent's comeback. I'm here with Joe Mantegna, who is the newest member of Criminal Minds, but you've got quite a storied past with the BAU, don't you?
Yeah, we've established that I was one of the original founders of this unit, who then took an early retirement, and after about 10 years decided to come back for the job. He doesn't need the job, let's put it that way. He comes back for other reasons, and that's what kind of makes it interesting.
Special Agent David Rossi's other reasons for returning are still a secret. But he got a briefing on all the office lowdown from Agent Emily Prentice, played by Paget Brewster.
I filled him in, you know, on a little bit of the gossip. Why people have certain nicknames, who's mad at each other.
Who's got nicknames?
I can't even tell you what the nicknames are. They are not for public consumption, no.
While she's staying tight-lipped, we decided to grill Thomas Gibson, a.k.a. Special Agent Hotchner, for some serious answers.
I'm not so fascinated by physical forensic evidence. I am fascinated about, psychological forensic evidence. And whenever I see a story about the mild-mannered city employee who's got bodies buried in the basement, I'm always fascinated by that.
It's an arterial bleed. It stops here.
Okay, spread out, search the grounds in every house. One of the nice things I think about this show is there is a thread that links all of these stories.
These feds are sharp, and they're easy on the eyes. Lots of ladies in the fan base are falling for Matthew Gray Gubler's character, Dr. Spencer Reed. What sort of interaction do you have with fans when they see you?
Pretty much the same thing every time. Oh my gosh, you're on my favorite show, Bones. And then I'm like, all right. But when they do know the show, it's even better. But they're typically related to me when that instance happens.
But Dr. Reed's not the only one making temperatures rise. Shamar Moore traded in his squeaky clean past for a badge and a gun.
And Young and Restless really kind of put me on the map and gave me, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you or getting to do Criminal Minds without Young and Restless. I earned my chops. I can't even watch the first 2 years of me and Young and Restless. Then you got to deal with the hairstyles. You got to deal with the hairstyles, too much makeup, too much baby oil trying to be sexy.
Oh, I love it.
Not a good look.
Oh, I love it.
I've come a long way.
Even computer whiz Garcia gets her share of fanfare.
One time I was out and there were these like teenage kids and they all had like crazy hair and whatever, and they were like my brothers and sisters, and they came over and they were like, "You're Garcia!" And I was so excited by them too. We had a fit. Like, yes, I am. Let's take a picture. I like your shoes. I like your shoes.
Detective Billman?
She can see me, right?
Yeah.
It was really good, Kirsten.
Was I looking in a good place?
Okay, Criminal Minds has edgy stories, scary villains, cool characters, and hot actors. But what really sets the show apart and keeps viewers on the edge of their seats?
What's nice is it's unpredictable because we don't necessarily save the day at the end of every episode. I mean, you know, some type of justice is found. I mean, we have to find some good, you know, just so we can all breathe when it's over. But, you know, real life is we don't always fix it.
Okay, the guy that works in this office right here, he's Special Agent David Rossi, and he's the Behavioral Analysis Unit's most prominent member, and he's the newest member of the team.
I think it's better if you stay here.
If you recognize the voice, it's probably because Joe Mantegna plays mob boss Fat Tony on The Simpsons. He also happens to be a Tony Award-winning actor and ranked as one of TV Guide's 50 greatest TV dads of all time for his role on Joan of Arcadia. Now Chicago native Joe is settling into his newest role as Agent David Rossi.
What do you like most about doing this sort of drama?
Well, what I have found out that usually the darker the material, the lighter and kind of undark the atmosphere is off the set. Yeah. And I think it's probably counterpoint to that. Maybe you subconsciously are compensating. Between action and cut, we have to get into some dark, heavy things sometimes. When they say cut, it's like, okay, we can breathe again, and it, you know, and so if you've got a really good group of people, which we do, it just makes for a wonderful atmosphere. PAU is a man down. I'm offering to help.
A completely selfless act.
Is that so hard to believe?
Even though Joe is the new guy on the show, for him, it feels like old times.
At least half the crew was from the show I'd been on, Joan of Arcadia. Our two line producers basically took the whole crew with them over to this new show at the time, the pilot of Criminal Minds. Little did I know that a few years later after joining that show.
And the first day that Joe visited the set, he walked on the set, guys were climbing down from the rafters going, Joe! And he would look up, hey, Todd, and hugging people, and it was magic.
It's sort of like, you know, the family almost kind of completed when he was there. He's just a great human being and a great energy to have around.
Did you study with anybody before you took this job, or did
well, we have access. Yeah, we have access to different people. In fact, I'm going to be going on to Quantico in May. I've arranged to go down there to actually go on. Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. They have a few people that are technical advisors for them, and so we have access to the right people. So if ever we have questions, we can get them answered. They do their homework, I think, the writers, and so you learn a lot the way the BAU within the FBI operates, the things that, you know, makes up this kind of profiling that's done. Strauss, I'm coming in to see you this afternoon.
What's the worst mispronunciation of your last name?
Oh, God, that's a pretty good one. Montenegro is pretty good. Montague is pretty good. If I answered almost anything that even sounds like an M sound. I used to get Joe Montana's mail for a long time.
You
football
did?
stuff, yeah. And I talked to him, and I thought that he got some of mine as well. I get footballs in the mail, and, you know, books of, like, football books saying, oh, Joe, you're my favorite player. Would you sign this?
When inFANity Criminal Minds returns, we'll get briefed by the agents who know how to flash a badge and a smile.
I've been profiling you the entire time we've been talking.
And what have you figured out? Then, a lesson in FBI lingo. Can we say this stuff on TV? In FBI terms, what is a wet job?
A wet job.
Plus, Pageant takes us on an exclusive set tour. See why this prop department is an arm and a leg above the rest. And we uncover something top secret that's never been made public until now.
I don't mean to be nosy or anything, but I heard you have a little secret.
We're just going straight to it, huh?